What's up YouTube, Gravesender here, tuning in for another video for City Skylines Xbox One Edition. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Content Creator Pack and focus on unique buildings that have come out with this DLC. Let's check it out together. First off, we're going to go into the Power or Electricity tab down here. One building that has come out is called the Wave Power Plant, and this one has to be placed in water. So we're going to place it. Let's take a look at it. It looks pretty cool. I've actually never seen anything like this in the real world. Check out a quick description of it. This costs 14,000. Upkeep is 160 a week, which is not bad, but it only produces 0 to 20 megawatts. So I'm not sure. Not sure if this is something that I'll be using in my city, but it's nice to place maybe on a harbor when you need power and it's farther away from your city, or maybe just something to look a little bit different. Yeah. Moving on over to the healthcare tab. Healthcare tab got two new buildings. Actually, let's start with the bigger one. It's called the medical laboratory. We're gonna go ahead and place it. See what it looks like. I actually really like this building. This is definitely something that I'll be using in my city because it looks really cool. Okay, let's read up the description real quick. Costs 42,000. Upkeep is 1280 a week, which is pretty expensive in my opinion. But what it says is biochemists and pathologists analyze clinical samples and groups of patients while creating new types of pharmaceutical medicine. The medical laboratory is a special healthcare institution which not only treats patients but also analyzes viral infections. It's got a very low patient capacity. It's only 20. Hmm. But nevertheless, it looks really cool. I like it. Next one is going to be the cryopreservatory, I believe it's called. Check this out. I love the detail in this game, especially when something comes out like this, where they take the time to put some benches and just do a really good design. Like you've got a dumpster on the back over here with some trash cans or boxes or whatever those are. It's a very small building compared to the medical laboratory. And let's see what this one says. This costs 32,000. Upkeep is 800 a week. This controversial building stores the clinically deceased until the technology becomes available to revive them. Cryonics allow living matter to be preserved for extended periods of time. Bodies are lowered into underground nitrogen tanks, after which their temperature is lowered to negative 196 degrees centigrade. It can handle 120 patients. So this might be for the riches in your town who want to come back to life after they are dead. Oh, it's got a it's a cool story behind it, I guess. Moving over to the police tab, we do get a intelligence agency, and this is a huge building, just like the medical laboratory. Let's check out the look of it. I like the detail on the antenna and the satellites up top. CPI, Police Intelligence Agency. I believe that's what that says. It's a really cool looking building. Probably something you would put in your downtown area to make a little bit of a contrast between skyscraper. All right, and this costs 60,000. Upkeep is 1,600 a week. It's got a little bit of noise pollution, but it's not bad. I think 25 should be just fine next to residential. This government building gathers information and enforces mass surveillance throughout your region. With an ever-growing need for high-profile security measures, your city can now task the Central Police Intelligence Agency, or CPI, with public as well as covert operations. Patrol car capacity is 20. I'm really curious to see if the patrol cars that get out of this building look different than the actual police cars. We're going to check that out once we place that in the city itself. That's all for the police department tab. Education did get a new building as well. This one is called Faculty. Faculty, yep, let's check out the way it looks. Again, really good detail on this one. You've got little benches over here on the side, solar panels up top, some parking on the side, dumpsters on the back. I really like the detail here. It's really nice. Let's see what it says. Cost is $24,640 a week, so not bad. No noise pollution. University students who wish to specialize in certain areas go to the faculty buildings. Each building educates Sims in one subject like astronomy, arts, biology, or law. Students can pick and choose to go to one of these buildings or a main university, but each faculty building operates individually. This has a student capacity of 800. So this might be good to place if you don't have room for an actual university, because if you take a look, this is a little bit bigger. Maybe you can even combine them together. But it looks really nice. I like it. I'll definitely be using this. There is nothing new in the transport. We will go into, what is this called? Parks and plazas. So this one over here is going to be the, check out the name real quick. This is the Biodome. Biodome. This is a really cool looking building. I haven't quite figured out exactly where to place this in the city so it doesn't look like it's like it doesn't belong. And it would be really cool if this was see-through so you can see what's inside. But it's got really good attention to detail. And the description of it is cost $25,240 a week, so not bad. And variety of endangered plants, insects, and birds find refuge in these climate-controlled structures. Visitors get to explore a completely different ecosystem without having to travel around the world. Animal species that might otherwise go extinct can live safely and peacefully while receiving the care they need to survive. It's got a good visitor capacity, 225 visitors. It does consume a lot of electricity, 160 kilowatts. It looks cool. Next one is going to be the vertical farm. Vertical farm looks really cool too. You got some trees sticking out over here that they're growing. It's pretty tall as well. Also possibly something that you could place in your downtown area because of its tall profile. This costs 60,000, upkeep is 400 a week, so not bad. Vertical farming is the ultimate solution to agriculture in a urbanized world. This structure has vertically stacked floors, allowing a large number of crops to be grown in a relatively small area. Many floors are enclosed similar to the greenhouses, while others are open to outside weather conditions. Visitor capacity 100. That is all. Oh, unique buildings. Got some nice buildings. Let's start a new line here. This one is called the Eddie Covenego. Eddie Covenego costs 125,000, pretty high upkeep of 1,200 a week, and it does not have a description. Visitor capacity is 300, not bad. Ooh, this one is tall. This one looks really nice. Let's check it out. Let's put it a little bit farther away. Oh wow, that is a tall building. This is probably going to be the tallest building in your city. It's got a really sharp antenna on top or whatever that might be. All right, and this one costs 145,000, 1360 a week. No description, visitor capacity 300. The Majesty. Smaller building, different color. It's got some cool designs up here on top. I would say it looks a little bit New Yorkish. Yeah, let's see the description. Cost is 200. Upkeep is 1600 a week. No description. Visitor capacity 410. So for a smaller building, it's got a bigger visitor capacity than the Pinoa Street, which is the one to the left of it. Next one is going to be the electric car factory. This one looks really nice too. I will be using this. Okay, let's check out the description. Cost is 60,000. Not bad, very cheap. 960 a week to upkeep. Noise pollution around 25, which isn't that bad. And it says this plant produces vehicles with a very low carbon footprint. Customers can purchase cars directly from the in-house showroom. The factory ground is also home to the company's design distribution departments located inside an office tower. The company prides itself in making electric cars affordable for the average sim. Visitor capacity 175. Cool, this looks good. I wonder if we can tell the difference between the regular cars on the road and the electric cars. I'll keep an eye on that. Next one is going to be the Nanotechnology Center. Looks cool. I like the detail on it as well. A little bit different than the rest of the buildings. Cost is 70,000. Upkeep is 12 a week, 1200 a week. Noise pollution 25, and it says cutting edge development center where physicists experiment with devices and materials at a molecular scale. Nanotechnology revolves around manipulating matter with extreme precision invisible to the naked eye. The center is shaped after a carbon fullerene, which has a molecular structure often associated with nanotechnology. Really cool. Maybe placing something like this around your university campus would be a good idea. Next one is going to be the research center. This one looks really cool as well. RDC. That probably stands for Research and Development Center. Yep. It's a cool building. I will be using this as well. And this one says cost 100,000. Upkeep is 1280 a week. No pollution, no noise, or actually 10 noise pollution. Scientists from all over the world gather at RDC to develop the latest technological advancements. The research center houses a multidisciplinary staff of engineers, biologists, chemists, mathematicians. RDC hosts many science-related conventions which attract a host of highly educated researchers. Next one is the Robotics Institute. Another cool looking building. How do you get in? Is that a door? That is a door. So you get on the ground floor and maybe an elevator or a staircase takes you up right away. RBI. Looks cool. Cost is 20,000, so fairly cheap. Upkeep is 320 a week. Noise pollution 25. Head office for a large corporation which creates autonomous robotics and military drones. The Robotics Institute deals with a variety of automated machines intended for industrial and commercial usage. Many of these machines are intended for hazardous environments. Cool. Visitor capacity 300. Ooh, there's a big one. Semiconductor plant. Fab. Like fabulous building. Oh, more dumpsters in the back. Oh, those are actually crates. And maybe some oil barrels. Some boxes on the side. Nice low profile building. Cost is 120,000, upkeep 1,600 a week. This plant manufactures high performance processing units for computers, mobile phones, and medical equipment. The foundry features two very large redundant production lines which have to be kept and isolated from dust and other exterior elements due to the tiny scale at which microcircuits are created. Visitor capacity is 40. Software Development Studio is next. This looks like one of those Japanese buildings. Really nice. You got some benches on the side, some parking on either side. Cost is 100,000. Upkeep is 1,600 a week. Noise pollution is 75, so it's pretty large. Office building where programmers and software engineers create operating systems and security packages. The building is inspired by the company brand name Starboard Software, mimicking the ship's hull and deck. The company has been dominating the industry for decades. This one is really cool. What is this called again? Space Shuttle launch site. Okay, let's check this out. Got some shipping containers on the side. I wonder if this ever takes off, or if it looks like it was all built in concrete. There's no color variance. Looks like a statue. That'd be really cool if this took off. Skyliner. Wow, okay. A little bit different than the rest of them. Space shuttle launch site cost us 200,000. Upkeep is 1,600 a week. Launch facility for a reusable space orbiter. The shuttle is used to deliver and maintain artificial satellites. At launch, two solid rocket boosters push the craft into Earth's upper atmosphere. The facility deals with highly flammable propellants, so emergency personnel should stand guard by. Visitor capacity is 240. So what I'm thinking is maybe you got to place a medical facility and the fire department close to it in the event. Okay, next one is going to be the television station. CSI. And this costs 20,000. Upkeep is 320 a week. Noise pollution 10. Sims receive their daily headlines from this public service broadcasting station, which employs a large number of journalists. Communication Service 1, I guess that's what CS1 stands for, is an international distributor for a whole range of programs and shows. The station features a telecommunications tower capable of transmitting radio and television. Cool. There is nothing in monuments. And I believe there's nothing in decorations. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, found it informative. You can take a look at this before you buy the DLC if you think you're going to be using these buildings. I really don't think they contribute anything to the success of your city, but it's just something maybe a little bit different that you can place in your city to make everything stand out. I personally note that I'm definitely going to be using this tall building in the center of my city. Very good. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed anything. Also, I'd be happy to cover the whatever I missed. Thanks again for watching. This is Grave Cinder, and hopefully you have a wonderful day.